Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Stars Cartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is two. Okay. So the first thing I heard is from zero to hero. And then the second thing comes from the movie Matilda when the principal was, looking down upon, because I'm big and you're small and I'm right and you're wrong. And I think her dad said that too, possibly either it was her dad or the principal that said that, or both. The scripture comes from First Maccabees 12 and 19. This is a copy of the letter that was sent to Onias. Arius, king of the Spartans, sends greetings to Onias, the high priest. A document has been found stating that the Spartans and the Jews are brothers, both nations descended from Abraham. Now that we have learned this, kindly write to us about your welfare. We, on our part, are informing you that your cattle and your possessions are ours, and ours are yours. We have therefore given orders that you should be told of this. Okay, so here's the message. God said that this is for someone. You were being attacked, okay? And you were being attacked by, I just feel like this group of people, they felt like they had a strong hand against you. They felt like they should be able to do whatever it is that they wanted to do, and they should be able to have their way. And God said that they did not realize that you had attachments with people that made your, like, what you had going on greater than theirs. This would be like, you know how certain countries have alliances with each other. God said this is somebody you have an alliance with a certain group of people. And this scripture, it actually says alliances with Rome and Sparta. This is somebody you have an alliance with a group of people that causes the group that you got going on. It's like from their perspective, they thought it was just you alone, and it is not. Okay, you have this huge group of people that are running with you, and two, regardless if they are physically there, if they are in the spirit, or it doesn't matter. Sometimes it is about where you have an alliance with somebody that is overseas. You have an alliance with somebody that is all the way, you know what I'm saying? You could be all the way in Alaska and they all the way in Jamaica. It could be a situation where they are, you know what I'm saying, in Nigeria, or they're in South Africa and you're in Florida. But it doesn't matter. You still have that alliance. God said when it come down to it, now it's a situation where you are now greater than they were. God said in reality, I feel like this is somebody that felt as if they should be able to push their narrative and how they felt around on other people. Just like what Matilda had to go through in that movie. She had to deal with her father being nasty to her just because of the audacity of her wanting to read. Just because how dare she be different? And why doesn't she want to sit in front of the TV all day long and watch nonsense, bro? And even if she was watching TV, she wanted to watch something that was going to help her to learn so she could retain information, which is nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with people being different. You know what I'm saying? I like learning. Yeah, baby, I will sit around watching the Ancient Alien channel all day long. I love learning. I really do. I really do. Seriously. Okay. I like National Geographic. Okay. Hood Geographic. I forgot what he changed to Sheldon Cooper. I like watching Sheldon Cooper. I like learning. And there's nothing wrong with learning. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be a situation where someone is being ridiculed for doing something that is right. Now, it may not be a situation where you are being ridiculed for learning. There could be people that are ridiculing you for being goody two shoes, is what I'm hearing. So I'm thinking about, baby, I've received so many messages about people getting upset and angry at women for not wanting to sleep around and be whores. And it doesn't make any logical sense to me for anybody to get angry with someone because they are not sleeping around with random people. The way STDs are rising, 444. It's like God Himself is striking all these people that enjoy sleeping around and being promiscuous. Yet people are upset at people that don't want to join in on being promiscuous. Make it make sense. Houston alone, the way that Houston is skyrocketing with syphilis and all these other baby out of control, bro. It don't make no sense as to why anybody would get mad because you don't want to join in all the nonsense. Ain't nothing wrong with being celibate. Paul said, if you can be like me and remain single, do that. But if it's a situation where you can't contain yourself, get married. Why would you carry on sleeping around with random people? Why would you even want to split your soul with random people? Because that's what it is. When you lay down with somebody, two become one. Literally. Literally. When you sleep with someone, you are literally attached to the other person. And I don't understand. And I get it that we live in a world today where people are so wicked and evil and they are lovers of themselves to such an extent that they see it as just something to do. Well, it's just like playing golf or playing tennis. No, it's deeper than that. You have literally swapped, so you have joined souls with someone. And now you don't even know their name. And you going off this way and they going off that way. That is insane to me. And some people really think that it should be this, that, and it should be okay. No. And now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the one, I don't like coming on here. I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. And I'm not doing, baby, you do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. But when it comes down to it, it's one thing for you to decide that you don't care and you going to carry on sleeping with whoever you want to. Fine. Whatever floats your boat. But now you can't get mad and try to tell me or somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's like me, that is something wrong with me because I don't want to be sleazy and sleep around with random people. That ain't right. I just, I'm not judging you. And yo, you know what I'm saying, and you determined over there, you're determined to get as many STDs and STIs as you possibly can. I ain't judging you. I'm minding my own business. So why is it a situation where you sitting up here trying to judge me and look down upon me and look at me some kind of way, side eye me, because how dare I not be on the same mission as you? Baby, I honestly think it's disgusting. But carry on, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing, bro. Out here, so seeing STIs and STDs as Pokemon. Get all the ones like Pokemon balls. I'm trying to get as many as possible. Do your thing, bro. I don't care. But don't you try to include me in that mess. And don't you get mad at me because I don't want to be included. And I mean it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. That ain't fair. I ain't saying no judgment towards you. You know what I'm saying? But see, people get mad about that. Some people, they'll, like, you know what I'm saying, what I have learned in my life, people will go around trying to talk down on me, and oh, she is stuck up and she a goody too. She thinks she all that. She thinks this, she thinks that. But then when I start talking about you, you want to feel some kind of way. You could have just left me alone. You know what I'm saying? In reality, I wasn't even worried about you and what you had going on until you decided that you were going to turn your attention towards me and try to make me feel bad or as if it's something wrong with me, because how dare I not want to join in on your nonsense? I have a logical explanation as to why I don't want to join in on your nonsense. Because it's nasty. And I'm not interested in catching all the STIs and STDs that I possibly can. I want one person. And I don't mind being with one person every night for the rest of my life. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't care if you think I'm boring. And I don't care if you think I'm lame. I think of having to go to the clinic every other week because you got a new STI because you refuse to accept the fact that it's not normal to sleep with a different person every day. That's lame. Ain't nobody got time for that mess. But carry on. Don't be trying to come after me and attack me because I don't want to be sleazy like you. If that's what you want to do, carry on. That way. That's the message. God say when it comes down to it, it's more people that agree with you than agree with them. Because what they talking about is nonsense. Foolery. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. What you mean? Could you imagine somebody trying to make this argument? She thinks she all that. And she all she got to do is just sneak off with me one time. She thinks she all that. All she got to do is just pull up and let me hit it. And we can sneak off over here and we can sneak off over there. I'm not interested. And it shouldn't be a situation where you sit around trying to make me out to be a villain because how dare I not want to be sleeping with just random people. I have no intention of building any kind of relationship with you. I have no intention of getting to know you on a deeper level. So why in the world would I be busting it open for you? Make it make sense. Just so you can be quiet and leave me alone? No, sir. I don't care. You can rap and rave all you want to. I pray to God that he strike you. Because it can't be a situation where I'm doing what is right. I ain't doing nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with me saying I'm gonna wait until God send me somebody. And when God decides that He's gonna send me some, then I'm gonna go ahead. But baby, it ain't gonna be no situation where you finna force me into being sleazy. You can kiss my, I mean, that's the message. The utter nonsense. The utter nonsense of this message of someone, I'm big and you're small, and I'm this and that, I'm right and you're wrong. God said they wrong, wrong, and wrong some more. And that's what's real. It shouldn't be a situation, but you know what I'm saying? This is somebody who was trying to be nice. I'm thinking about this episode of Rick and Morty where Rick had this assistant, and the assistant was trying to build a website or to create an app. And Rick literally wrote on his forehead, "Do not help me develop the app." And you know what I'm saying? He was too lazy to explain why not to help him develop the app. But he took out the time to get it tattooed on his forehead. And he's going around, do you want to develop an app? Do you want to develop? Everybody's looking at his head and saying no. Jerry decides that he's going to go ahead and help him develop the app. And then when everything goes wrong, he's in a panic and he's with Morty like, I don't know what to do. Morty is like, it was literally tattooed on his forehead. And Jerry, well, I thought that Rick was just messing, but he was just, I thought he was just being mean. And Morty was like, no, he just didn't want to explain it because he's lazy. You know what I'm saying? And it don't mean that you're lazy. Maybe you're trying to be nice. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of person, I'm not to say that I'm too shy or I'm not, I have received, been in situations where men were trying to get with me, trying to, regardless if they wanted to get to know me or they just wanted to mess around or they wanted X, Y, and Z. And I'm nice because I know it is very hurtful. Rejection don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you try to be nice and you may laugh a little bit, you may giggle or smile and say, nah, I'm good. And you know what I'm saying? You keep on going. But it shouldn't be no situation where I have already told you, nah, I'm good. And you keep on pushing the issue. I said what I said already. I'm not interested in you. I don't understand what you don't understand. And you know what I'm saying? I can't get mean. I sure can. I try not to. I try to be nice. Okay, Thirsty, that's me. I try my best to be as nice and polite and kind. But dang it, you testing my patience. It shouldn't be no situation where I got to tell you 15 times that I don't want to sleep with you. It shouldn't be a situation where you stressing yourself out and well, dang it, you not no. She gonna change her mind. She gonna change her mind, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. I'm not. I'm not. And because you are starting to become aggressive with me, it's going to cause me to become aggressive with you. And that's real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. It shouldn't be no situation where I got to tell you over and over and over and over again. And I don't care if you go out and stalk and harass my family and try to get them, well, why don't you just go ahead? I said no, weirdo. And who she friends with? Let's go and stalk them. I still said no, you weirdo. Is something wrong with you? And I'm even more disgusted and turned off than I was in the first place. Could you imagine? You just minding your business, doing your thing, and somebody is continuously trying to force you to be intimate with them, and then getting mad that you keep telling them no, and trying to harass people and stalk people, and you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. No, really, no, bruh. No, bruh. Baby, no, bruh. No. You even more crazy than I thought you was in the first place. At first, it was a situation where I was just not interested and unattracted to you, but now I'm really uninterested and unattracted to you Because not only are you an unattractive person, but you're a creep. That ain't cute. It is. I don't know what kind of man, like what man logic is this. Well, since she ain't gonna just, you know what I'm saying, come and sneak off with me the way everybody else do, I'm gonna force her. You ain't gonna force me to do nothing. 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 Well, I didn't mess up her relationship, and I didn't been harassing her family, and I've been harassing her friends, and I've been stalking her and sending people to harass and stalk her. Why haven't she came and see about me yet? Why haven't she came and see? I'm not going to. It's never going to happen. Anyways, that's the message. And now this person is embarrassed and they feeling some kind of way. God said good. In reality, it shouldn't be no situation where they trying to embarrass you and make you feel ashamed of not wanting to sleep around with them and be sleazy. That makes no logical sense. Like, are you serious? The other nonsense. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.